Alright, so I'm just going to use this mic because I assume this is the one I'm supposed to use.
That one right there.
Yeah, this one right in front of me. Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Rogers. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
Hi!
Please don't boo and scowl too loud. But yes, for about a year I did live in New York City. I know that doesn't necessarily make me a New Yorker, but I can at least feel like I had a piece of New York for a little while. So, New York, one of the big things that I forget about New York is how much walking you have to do. We just walked, I don't know how many miles, but it feels like I just trekked the entirety of Manhattan, and I just want to fall over. So I'm going to be a sit-down or potentially lay-down comic instead of stand-up.
Hey.
Thank you for that. It's okay to give me sympathy laughs, I understand. So, Steampunks Take Manhattan, that's right. Brooklyn, you're next. Queens, we're coming for you. Why not Jersey? We'll take you over. I realize that your shore will be easy to at least outwit.
No! Hey! What do you mean?
But yes, so I want to tell you guys, my life the other day was changed. Absolutely, positively changed. And I will tell you why. It was because of a bumper sticker. I know, it's crazy. A bumper sticker has changed my life, ladies and gentlemen. That bumper sticker said, man plus woman equals marriage. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a marriage. You cannot argue with that, please. It is definite. I realize that does come from a very homophobic place. It's actually very against what I'm about. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, I secretly sometimes wish I could be homophobic. Just every so often, very small amounts of time, I pine to be homophobic, and I will tell you why. So that I can start the very first all-homophobic AC/DC tribute band. Yes, we would call ourselves Act Dick! So, one of the biggest problems that my parents have had, because I'm openly and very honestly transgender, my parents have had a very hard time dealing with this fact. And part of the reason, I think, is because it's very hard for someone to deal with the fact that they have when they have a son, it's very hard to deal with the fact that they have a daughter. But I'm also a transgender lesbian, and so that makes it really tough. So not only do they have to deal with the fact that they don't have a son, they have a daughter, they have to deal with the fact that their daughter is a lesbian. That's some tough stuff. You gotta think about that. So, I told people every so often, like, okay, I'm doing stand-up at a steampunk show, not the other way around. That wouldn't make any sense. I'm doing stand-up at a steampunk show, and so the immediate question always becomes, oh, are you doing steampunk stand-up? What the hell is that? I have no idea. Like, the closest thing I can think of is maybe like, hey everybody, how about that Tesla guy? What's up with him? Like what would steampunk stand-up be? The closest thing I can think of, the closest thing, would be, and I hate to say it, but Carrot Top. That's the closest thing I've found so far. Just because he makes crazy things and then decides that it's something different. And nobody wants Carrot Top. I don't think Carrot Top wants Carrot Top. I'm sorry to the person I've offended. I hope you're not Carrot Top. So, I have to tell you, body hair is the bane of my existence. I hate it. There is nothing that I can do about it. Well, I mean, there are ways around it, but none of them are cheap, let me tell you that. There's electrolysis, but if I'm going to try and keep it a secret from my family, then, well, they're going to know. Also, I did laser hair removal for a while, and that's terrifying. Yeah. They get this giant R2-D2-like machine right next to you with a little bitty cable that they hook it right up to your face, and they say, okay, pop in these glasses, anything can happen on here, including permanent skin damage, including etc., etc., etc. Yeah, please sign here. Yeah? It's like, yeah, don't worry. It's mostly fine. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Okay. So I sign my life away. They put it on. You can see the little laser? Lasers are terrifying. I don't like lasers at all anymore. I left there every time with this beard, like I imagined that guy that made a beard out of bees. Like what he probably walked away with, because you don't see the after effects of the man with the bee beard. You just see the bees on the beard, and you say, "Oh, that's really funny." No. You walk away. That man is in pain. That man is probably crying because he's got this bright red beard space. But if you shave, it's particularly tough because, let me tell you, nothing is more attractive than chest stubble.
Hot.
Yeah, exactly. And if you nair, do yourself a favor, read the chemical instructions and watch out for your nipples, or else.
Ow.
I found out what the else was the first time I tried.
That's wrong.
Yeah, it's not fun either. But if you wax, and waxing is quite possibly one of the worst things that you can do to yourself. It actually, if you wax your chest, it knocks the wind right out of you. It's a weird feeling. It's just sort of this.
Never going in.
No. If you can avoid it, please do. But waxing, you think to yourself, okay, you know, women do it to their legs all the time. How bad can it be? No. So what happens is, you know, you put the strip on. The first time, you're just sort of like, whatever. All right, I'm sure it'll be fine. No! So then after every time, you know what that pain feels like. You know exactly how that feels. So you have to convince yourself, okay, I'm gonna do this. This is totally worth it. I need this. So you put the strip on. 1, 2, 3, no! You don't do it! You don't do it. So you try it again. You say 1, 2, 3! No, you still don't do it because you remember that pain. And you think to yourself, oh no, I've got to surprise it. Yes, that's what you need to do. You need the element of surprise! And you look down at the paper. Like it's the paper that killed your mother. And you stare at your chest with its smooth, splotchy, smooth skin. And you say to yourself, is it really worth it? Well, you're damn right it is. It's time to reheat the wax.
Do another shot.
Or just do another shot. So up next, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really excited about who's up next. I know that we're going to be introducing him in a few minutes, but ladies and gentlemen, Peter Parker is here.
Woo!
Yeah, Spider-Man himself. Oh? Well, yeah, you should have used your spider sense and figure it out. You should have known I was going to do it. But yes, up next we have Painless Parker, who's going to do some amazing things. A little bit later, you're going to see a magical jar being passed around, and I'll tell you about that magical jar. What makes it so magic is that it will magically give us the power to get home with funding, assuming that you magically put money in that jar. So, I think it's about time. Why don't we welcome up Painless Parker?
Right here, right? Grab my water. Oh, different guy. Sorry.